Українці, українки.
Dear Ukrainians, there comes a moment in the life of every nation when everyone must speak honestly, calmly, without speculation, rumors, gossip, or anything unnecessary, simply as things are, as I have always tried to speak with you. Now is one of the most difficult moments in our history. At present, the pressure on Ukraine is one of the greatest. Ukraine may soon face a very difficult choice, either the loss of dignity, or the risk of losing our key partner, or wrestling with the complexities of 28 points, or the bleakest winter and new dangers, the prospect of life without freedom, dignity, or justice. And as a result, to put our faith in the one who has already attacked twice. An answer will be expected from us, although in truth, I have already given it. On May 20th, 2019, when I swore allegiance to Ukraine, I said, among other things, that I, Volodymyr Zelensky, elected President of Ukraine by the will of the people, swear to use all my actions to defend the sovereignty and independence of Ukraine, to uphold the rights and freedoms of citizens, to abide by the constitution and laws of Ukraine, to perform my duties in the interests of all my compatriots, and to raise the prestige of Ukraine in the world. For me, this is not a mere formality to be checked off, it is an oath. Every day, I remain faithful to each word of it. I will never betray it. The national Ukrainian interest must be taken into account. We do not make loud statements. We will work calmly with America and all our partners. We will constructively seek solutions with our main partner. I will present arguments, persuade and suggest alternatives, but certainly we will not give the enemy any reason to claim that Ukraine does not want peace, or that we are sabotaging the process, or that Ukraine is not ready for diplomacy. That will not happen. Ukraine will work swiftly, today, Saturday, Sunday, all next week, and as long as necessary, 24/7. I will fight to ensure that, among all the points of the plan, at least two are absolutely not omitted: dignity and freedom for Ukrainians. For everything else is built upon this: our sovereignty, our independence, our land, our people, our Ukrainian future. We will do everything so that the result is the end of the war, and not the end of Ukraine, the end of Europe, and global peace. I have just spoken with Europeans. We count on our European friends who truly understand that Russia is not somewhere far away. It is right at the EU's borders, and Ukraine is now the only shield separating comfortable European life from Putin's ambitions. We remember that Europe has stood with us, and we trust that Europe will continue to do so. Ukraine should not experience a repeat of February 24th, that feeling of being alone, when nobody could stop Russia except our heroic people, who stood as a wall against Putin's army. It was, undoubtedly, very gratifying to hear the world say, Ukrainians, they are incredible. My God, how those Ukrainians fight. What titans. And that is absolutely true. But both Europe and the whole world must understand another truth. Ukrainians are, above all, people. For almost 4 years since the full-scale invasion, we have been holding back one of the world's largest armies. We hold a front line stretching for thousands of kilometers. Our people endure nightly shelling, missile strikes, ballistic attacks, and drone bombardments. Every day, our people lose someone close to them. The desire to end the war is very strong. We are, of course, made of steel, but even the strongest metal may not withstand such strain. Do not forget this. Stand with Ukraine, stand with our people, and, therefore, stand with dignity and freedom. Dear Ukrainians, remember the first day of the war. Most of us made a choice for Ukraine. Remember the feelings we had then. It was dark, loud, hard, painful, and frightening for many, but the enemy did not see our backs as we fled. He saw our eyes, full of readiness to fight for what is ours. And that is dignity. That is freedom. And truly, that is the most terrifying thing for Russia, to see the unity of Ukrainians. At that time, our unity was aimed at defending our home from the enemy. Now unity is needed more than ever, to secure a worthy peace for our home. I address all Ukrainians, our people, citizens, politicians. Everyone must gather themselves, come together, stop bickering, and stop playing political games. The state must function. The parliament of a warring country must work in unity. The government must work efficiently. We all must remember, and not confuse, who today is the enemy of Ukraine. I remember on the first day of the war, different envoys brought me various plans, points, and ultimatums for ending the war, either this, or nothing. Either you sign, or you will simply be liquidated. And in your place, the acting president of Ukraine will sign. How did that end? Many of those envoys became part of the exchange fund and returned home with their proposals and points. I did not betray Ukraine then. I certainly felt the support of every one of you behind me, of all Ukrainians, every soldier, volunteer, medic, diplomat, journalist, our entire people. We did not betray Ukraine then, and we will not do so now. I know for sure that in this truly one of the most difficult moments in our history, I am not alone. Ukrainians believe in their state, and we are united. In any future meetings, discussions, and negotiations with partners, it will be much, much easier for me to fight for a worthy peace for us and to convince them, knowing for sure that behind me stands the people of Ukraine, millions of our people, who possess dignity, who fight for freedom, and who have earned peace. All our fallen heroes who gave their lives for Ukraine, who now watch over us from above, deserve to see that their children and grandchildren will live in a worthy peace. And this peace will be dignified, effective, and lasting. Dear Ukrainians, the coming week will be very difficult, full of events. You are a mature, intelligent, conscious people who have proven this many times, who understand that during this time there will be a lot of pressure, political, informational, of various kinds, to weaken us, to sow discord among us. The enemy does not sleep and will do everything so that we do not succeed. Will we allow them to do that? We have no right to. And we will succeed, because those who strive to destroy us do not know us well, do not understand who we are, what we are about, or what kind of people we are. We do not celebrate the Day of Dignity and Freedom as a public holiday for nothing. It shows who we are and what our values are. We will work in the diplomatic field for the sake of our peace. We must work as one within Ukraine, for the sake of our peace, our dignity, our freedom. And I believe, and I know, that I am not alone. With me are our people, society, warriors, partners, allies, all our dignified, free, united people.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.